The world celebrates what it calls progress and technology, but in reality, it is the greatest invisible trap of your destruction. Open your eyes, because the phone you protect more than your life is fragmenting your very existence, atom by atom. Imagine an invisible and terrifying death, one that cannot be seen, cannot be heard, but every moment it enters your body, ruthlessly cutting the rungs of your DNA and slow cooking your brain's delicate cells exactly like meat in a microwave. But before moving forward, listen to a clear and blunt warning. Anyone who is just here to pass time or doesn't give a damn about their safety or their family's well-being, please get out and turn off this video right now. Because there is no room for a crowd on FactKDN. Only those warriors will stay here, who have the iron-willed courage to swallow the bitterest pills of truth. If you are one of those who fear the truth and want to sleep under a blanket of lies, go to some trashy comedy video. You are needed more there. We only want people who have the guts to tear the veil off this digital and corporate lie. Here, we won't present half-truths, but the bloody reality of science that big tech companies are spending billions of dollars to hide from you. Hello friends, my name is KDN, and you are watching FactKDN. Friends, before diving deep, I want to answer those who were asking where I was. I know it has been more than a month, but FactKDN never gives up. There were some personal and technical hurdles, but remember, when a lion takes 2 steps back, he isn't afraid. He is preparing for a massive and lethal leap. Your test of patience is over. And yes, today is March 4th, the great festival of colors, Holi. So, on behalf of me and the entire FactKDN team, a very happy Holi to all of you, your parents and your entire family. I pray that this Holi brings such permanent colors of happiness to your life that they never fade. Celebrate, meet your loved ones, and enjoy this festival to the fullest, but do not let the colors of your health fade away due to these invisible waves of mobile radiation. Once again, happy Holi to everyone. Now, the time has come to expose the truth that is flowing like slow poison in your veins. So get ready for this great battle, where knowledge will be tested only on the acid of facts. Understanding the fundamental definition of radiation is essential. It is not limited to mobile phones, but is the emission or transmission of energy that travels through space or a physical medium in the form of waves or particles. Our current global landscape is completely saturated with various types of radiation, from natural cosmic bombardment on the atmosphere to the ubiquitous radio frequency fields generated by over 5 billion mobile devices. In the scientific world, the classification of radiation is determined by a specific energy threshold, usually cited as 10 electron volts (eV). This is the critical energy level that determines whether radiation is ionizing or non-ionizing. The 10 electron volts limit is the energy required to free an electron from an atom or molecule, that is, to make it an ion. If radiation has more power than 10 electron volts, it has the strength to trigger atomic explosions inside your body. Ionizing radiation, which includes high-energy electromagnetic waves like X-rays and gamma rays, as well as particle emissions like alpha and beta particles, possesses enough kinetic energy to disrupt atomic stability. When these rays interact with matter or human tissue, they cause the expulsion of electrons, creating ion pairs and highly reactive free radicals. This process is not just a physical collision but a deep and destructive chemical change, like a mad bull entering a quiet house and destroying everything. It shakes the balance within the cell to its core. The primary biological target of ionizing radiation is the cell nucleus and the DNA structure within it. When these high-energy rays hit the double helix structure of DNA, they can directly fragment the genetic code or cause indirect damage through oxidative stress. As a result, the cell either dies instantly or undergoes a mutation that paves the way for uncontrolled cell division in the future, what we call cancer. On the other hand, non-ionizing radiation, such as radio waves from mobile phones, does not have enough energy to directly detach electrons. However, modern research is now focusing on their long-term stochastic effects and non-thermal interactions. When you hold a phone to your ear, this radio frequency energy creates friction in the water molecules within your tissues, called the thermal effect. In simple terms, talking on the phone for hours starts heating your brain tissues at a microscopic level. It is exactly like putting your brain in a microwave oven and cooking it on low heat. The SAR, specific absorption rate rating, which is limited to 1.6 watts per kilogram in India, is actually a specific absorption rate. But scientific research raises the question, is this standard really enough? This rating is based on a plastic mannequin called SAM, specific anthropomorphic mannequin, which has an average adult-sized head and is filled with a special liquid. Scientists argue that we are humans, not plastic boxes. This model does not fully reflect the complexities of the living human body. especially the sensitivity of children's soft tissues and their developing nervous systems. A child's skull bone is much thinner than an adult's, and their tissues have a higher water content, causing radiation to drill 2 times deeper into the deep centers of their brain. This poses an extremely high risk to those tiny neurons that are just trying to understand the world. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, of the World Health Organization has classified radiofrequency electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans, Group 2B carcinogen. The danger is not imaginary, it is officially listed. The impact of radiation is not limited to humans, it is striking our entire ecosystem. Radio frequency fields from mobile towers interfere with the internal Google Maps, the magnetic compass of birds, especially sparrows and honeybees. Bees are becoming so confused that they are unable to find their hives. Remember, if bees go on strike or become extinct, the global food security game is over, because pollination will stop. Science says that without bees, humans are guests for only 4 years. The arrival of 5G technology has increased this concern because it uses very high frequency bands. These waves are lazy and cannot travel long distances. So what is the solution? Small cell antennas are now being installed every few meters on every pole in cities. This means that in the future, we will be in a dense web of radiation called electro-smog. You won't be able to escape the tower. The tower will be peeking into your balcony. Keeping the phone under the pillow or near the head while sleeping is the riskiest, because during sleep, our body performs its servicing or repair. Radiation acts as a villain and obstructs this process. It reduces the production of melatonin, which is not only necessary for good sleep, but is also our body's Bahubali, a natural protector against cancer cells. Keeping a phone nearby while sleeping is like sending your bodyguard on leave. When mobile signal towers are low, the phone puts in all its strength to connect to the nearest base station. In this situation, the radiation emitted by the phone is many times higher than normal. So stop having those long love story conversations when the signal is low, because those talks are playing directly with your health. In low signal, the phone becomes a radiation cannon. Global regulatory frameworks like ICRP and IAEA advocate the principle of ALARA, as low as reasonably achievable. This means, use as little radiation as possible. We must understand that technology is a tool to make our work easier, not to make us sick. Our biological health must be our first and greatest priority. KDN tips for safe. Distance is safety. Always use the speakerphone or wired earphones while talking, so the phone stays away from your brain. Night discipline. Put the phone on airplane mode while sleeping, or keep it at least 10 feet away. Caution on low signal. Avoid making long calls when the network is low. Protect children. Keep mobile phones away from children as much as possible. SAR check. Keep checking the radiation level by dialing *07# from your phone. So friends, the decision is now in your hands. Do you want to remain slaves to this invisible poison, or do you want to wake up for the safety of yourself and your family? I have no sympathy for those who are still taking these scientific facts lightly and considering this just a video. Keep sleeping soundly, because when the slap of reality hits, there won't be time to wake up, nor a chance to regret. Here at FactKDN, we don't come to put you to sleep with sweet talk, but to shake you with the whip of bitter truth. If you have the heart to face the truth and know how to use your intellect, only then subscribe to this channel. Right now we are a small but brave family of only 8 subscribers. Be a part of it and hit that subscribe button. We don't need a crowd of millions of sheep. We only want aware people who want to change themselves and society. And a very important thing, if you have a topic you want a video on, comment below right now. I will make the next video on your topic and update it too. To make this mission bigger, hit the subscribe button now and be a part of this fight for truth. One more important piece of information, our aim is to take this truth to every corner of the world. That's why this video is currently available on my channel in 3 major languages, Hindi, English and Bhojpuri. Finally, I want to heartfeltly thank those who took time out of their extremely important life to watch this video. Remember, knowledge is only that which is backed by facts, because knowledge without facts is not only incomplete, but completely lethal for your brain. Now you have to decide, come to your senses or perish in these waves. FactKDN, decoding reality, fact by fact.